So, if there's anything I've learned about doing audiophile episodes, is that the term audiophile is indeed subjective. Not every customer has the same idea of what that means. Some customers might want that classical music sound with all the refined details and don't really care about volume. But if you have a customer that for them, audiophile sounds means live, realistic music, then Orion might just be the right brand. Today, we've got product expert Edgar Cedeno joining us, and we're going to break out a couple of the higher end offerings from the Orion Car Audio catalog. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about Orion Car Audio. And it starts now. What's going on, and welcome to another CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu, and we're going to do something a little different today because, like I said in the beginning, audiophile means so much to so many different people. Well, when it comes to Orion, these guys have been known to deliver top quality, sometimes ear-piercing sound, especially on your configuration, but to those music lovers that just want that live experience, Orion certainly does deliver. Edgar, welcome back to the show. What are we going to be covering on today's conversation?
Hi, Ben, and of course, once again, thank you for having me. And as you mentioned before, audiophile, my friend. We're going to be talking about what Orion has to offer for those guys out there, and what does it really mean for Orion Car audiophiles or audio fanatics, okay? And what we have to offer to them. I'm here to tell you about the top 5 products or audiophiles that we consider core audio. Will be surprising everybody once they put their hands on it.
All right, Edgar, let's do that. Let's surprise the audience. But first, a quick note from our partner, SiriusXM, reminding you why it's always an excellent add-on sale. And when we come back, I got Edgar from Orion in the studio. Don't you dare go away.
Hi, Paul Truman here with SiriusXM. We reached out to some of our partners in the industry, and here's what they had to say.
I can't say more or enough about just what it means to have our unit working with SiriusXM. It's like we're there now.
The SiriusXM service is something consumers want, right? So it's Paul.
That allows a consumer to listen to either podcasts, entertainment, sports, all at their fingertips. It's all about engagement, and that's what SiriusXM provides.
SiriusXM is a huge component in a vehicle nowadays. Consumers expect that technology to be available both in our OEM system as well as the aftermarket upgrades that they're applying to their vehicle.
Alpine and SiriusXM, through our electronics, are able to offer the consumer on the aftermarket side SiriusXM 360L, which is an expanded platform for SiriusXM. And it's really been a beneficial relationship for us with SiriusXM.
As a dealer, just remember, we don't compete with anybody else. We are absolutely one of the best profitability accessories you can add to any head unit that is SiriusXM ready.
All right, welcome back, everybody. And if you're just tuning in, we're talking Orion Car Audio, but more for that higher-end customer that wants the best. And maybe the best for him isn't SQ. Maybe the best for that customer is just that realistic live sound that Orion is known to deliver. Lots of products that we can talk about here, Edgar, but I think I want to start at something that means a lot to a lot of people, especially in the competition side of things, I myself included, and that is, of course, the HCCA amplifier. So let's talk about how the HCCA amplifier series really delivers on high-quality sound.
I'm glad they Ben. And of course, my friend, as you mentioned before, HCCA amplifiers. And why one of my favorite topics of when it comes to audiophile right now, I'm mentioning HCCA amplifier because even though its name says it all, HCCA is high current competition amplifiers, my friend. We at Orion Audio have decided to better up ourselves and give those people out there not only competition sound or competition efficiency, but we want to give you sound quality efficient. We want to give our customers from there who are audiophile, who love that details in their sound when they're listening to the music they like. It doesn't matter which type of music it is. We want to be able to give you a product that you can rely, that will give you the best sound quality you want out there or that you're looking for out there, okay? And HCCA, as you all know it, is very reliable because what we did, we took the performance of the competition and we brought it into the sound quality, okay? Because the smaller amplifiers we have to offer for the sound quality will give you exactly that. And one of my best example is, and that is something Orion didn't have before and can offer you now, it's our new HCCA 2000.5 amplifier, okay? And this is an amplifier just built for sound quality and for us one sound system, okay? You will be able to see us as a 5-channel amplifier. It gives you 1,000 RMS at 4, I'll give you 1,000 at the monoblock. Okay, my friends, the performance and the power, because if you want to hear at a low volume, just to make sure that you listen to everything, every detail in that sound you like, on that special song, or that artist that you're looking to listen to, my friends, HCCA will be able to give you speakers that efficiency to perform its best at whatever frequency you want to play it at. Okay, guys, HCCA amplifiers, when it comes to sound quality, audiophile style, whatever you're looking for to rely on, I can assure you can rely on the HCCA series that we can offer you for the sound quality of your products. Okay, guys, again, Orion HCCA series amplifiers for all your sound quality needs. Take a look at them. The efficiency, it's unbelievable. The performance, you can listen pretty much without having to pierce your ears of the best quality your speaker is going to receive from the HCC amplifier series.
So I have a question for you, and this is something different because this is the audiophile conversation. So I never got to ask you, and here I am going to ask the question. Edgar, if you were to build your own high quality system in your car using HCCA amplifiers, what is the configuration or which models would you be looking at?
Well, my friend, that's a good question. That's a fantastic question. Even though I'm in the industry and I love the SPL competition, and I love to see in those car builds and how loud they can get and the hair tricks and everything. My perfect configuration, you will not believe, it will be a 5 channel, just like this one, an HCCA 2000.5. I'm gonna run two 6.5 to the front, okay, HCCA 64Ns, and I'm gonna run two HCCA 64N DC in the back of my truck, okay, and I'm gonna run the 2000.5. I'm gonna run two XTR Pro 124D in the back of my bed, the truck. Okay, and that is my perfect configuration, my friend, because I will be able to hear from my front speakers all the high ends, from my back speakers all my mid ranges, and of course the 124D. Whenever I want to go loud, they will go loud, and when I just want to hear it soft and nice, when I'm playing my jazz or I'm playing my soft music because I'm a romantic, that is where that's the configuration I will use just for my vehicle.
You know, Edgar, that's very, very interesting because I'm going to tell you, my kind of ideal setup is very, very similar to what you just said. And I love the simplicity that one amplifier can control the entire system. But you did mention something that we have to get into. And our next item here, when it comes to higher end output, is going to be in the subwoofer category. And this time I want to do a little focus on the HCCA woofers. These things are absolute beasts. I'm not going to ask you to bring one out because they're absolutely crazy. But I want to hear in your words why people love the sound of these HCCA subwoofers.
Well, Ben, yes, it's a good question when you ask me HCCA, what people love about it. The thing about it is they've been around for years. So even before I started working with Orion Audio 14 years ago, HCCA was already there. Uh, I remember working back in the country where I'm from, in Venezuela, as one of the Orion distributors. We were there, and people just love Orion HCCA woofer just because how they perform. Even though they were made for competition, they're very famous. They have won many records and trophies in the competition series. HCCA woofers are reliable. They can play any frequency. I have seen people run 18 hertz frequency boxes that are set up all the way to 120, 150, 160 hertz. They can play any frequency. They're reliable. They don't need a lot of power to perform nicely. You pretty much will play anything you try it. And I guess that is why, and they're well known because of how efficient and reliable they are. They handle power, even though they don't need a lot of power, but you control a lot of power into it, and they will respond. It's just it's been a legend. Orion HCCA woofers have been a legend for many years, and I guess it hasn't left any bad feeling to anybody out there. I think there's a lot more great things to say about it than any bad things, from it, and that is why HCCA woofers have been so well known and sought after, not only here in the US but worldwide, because these are set up. I have seen setups you will never believe up to this smallest places out there in the world. Sometimes we get a response, and sometimes we get pictures, and just thankful notice from people just because of how they can rely on these HCCA woofers. So my answer to you on why, I guess it's just because they're reliable. People can count on that they will get what they're looking for out of this woofer. It doesn't matter what frequency, what music, what sounds, because it has come from every corner in the world. And this is different languages, different styles, different frequencies, just many different ways. The Orion HCCA woofers has always been there to give people what they're looking for. That's the best I can tell you about it.
Yep, certainly the HCCA subwoofers are a thing of legend and have been around and have continued to perform. So obviously a fan favorite. And obviously, be warned, this is not a small woofer. As you can see in the images, you need to have the space. But if you're looking for the best, space shouldn't even be a concern. All right. Now, I know that you, Edgar, are a big HCCA fan, but I, growing up, was more on the dark side. And by the dark side, I mean the black amplifiers, the XTR amplifiers. And I feel that XTR amplifiers are a great gateway into that signature Orion sound. There's been a lot of development, a lot more models. So let's get into the XTR series of amplifiers.
Yes, Ben. Of course, like you mentioned in the gateway, and I will call it. It will open the door when it comes to Orion car audio. It will open the door to the car audio fanatics, the real car audio audiophile fanatics out there. What XTR series offer you? It's an entry level to what we call the world of sound, car sound, car performance, because just like the HCCA, pretty much the only difference from the XTR is just that they handle smaller power. They have less power, and like you said, it's a dark. The only difference between one and the other is the color. The heatsink is exactly the same. The rated performance is exactly the same. The efficiency is the same. Like I said, the only thing is open. They are more affordable because they handle smaller power. And this is when you show the gateway. When you're starting, like just like everybody else out there, and you want to have a really nice sound, or you want to have something reliable, but the best thing you look for is for something affordable. And this is where the XTR series of amplifier comes in. That is why, like you mentioned, we introduce a lot more different SKUs on the XDR series amplifiers because just people, keep asking for it. We were offering it all the way from starting at 500 RMS, that we have the 500.4 or the 500.1 Class D, all the way to the XTR 3500, okay, or the XTR 2500.4. This is why, it's what we call it. We have different levels when it comes from starting from 500 all the way to 3500. After that, then we have the HCCA. But like you said, the gateway, the entrance, the front door to the Orion sound or products, the music. This is what will give you XTR series amplifiers. They are reliable, they are affordable, they performs. It's been there just like the other ones, and never any issues. People love it because they're affordable, they performs, they can get bucks out of everything, every penny they pay for it. So my friends, again, XTR series amplifiers. We have this is one of the newest one. We have 1500.5. You can run a whole system out of one amplifier. And believe me, you will be happy. Just like I mentioned before, guys, Orion has a lot of new products that we would love for you to try it and give us our feedback. That's all we ask. Give us our feedback. Let us know how our product is performing. And like Ben said, it's been around for a long time. XTR series amplifiers, the gateway to the Orion wheel.
And to be completely honest, Edgar, it's hard to deny the iconic look of those amplifiers. You open your trunk, you show people like, oh, cool, you have XTRs. That's for sure. But something that people might not be aware of is that not only does XTR have great amplifiers, but we also have an interesting line of speakers to go with it. They're perfectly matched, and we would be remiss if we didn't bring these onto the show to kind of talk about how you can really build a very high quality system, all XTR, including speakers.
No. Of course, my friend. Of course. And listen, it's something that I have seen so many times during, my time here at Orion Cardio. Is that actually people love building a whole XTR series system, okay? Because it gives you everything. The XTR series, not only amplifiers and woofers, it gives you everything when it comes to speakers for your vehicle, okay? Whatever you're looking for, from your regular coaxials, okay, starting at 3.5, start at 4.6, 5 1/4, 6.5, 6x9, 6x8. I mean, you name it. We have all the sizes for it. All right, when it comes to the coaxials on the XTR series, the performance of this speaker are unbelievable, my friend. For the price point, listen, you just gotta try them. Honestly, just try them. Let me know. Sometimes I could be talking BS, but try them, you will see. And then, of course, to complement not only the series of coaxials, at Orion Cardio, we always like to give the best out there to our customers, to our dealers and distributors. What we did, of course, Orion came with a full line of pro audio speakers, my friend. And if you can see the proprietary tooling, XTR, you can recognize it everywhere. Okay, we have it with the pullet, we have it with Dodge caps, so it gives you a lower frequency. And remember, we have it in all different sizes. We have 6.5, we have 8 inches, we have 10 inches. Okay, we have them in different ohm loads. That way you can set up all your configuration, whatever you're looking for. So yeah, XTR being a more complete line, it will give you all these coaxials, pro audio speakers. It will give you even tweeters. We're talking about dome tweeters. We're talking about bullet tweeters, okay, on different sizes, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches. Of course, like I said, it's just what you're looking for. We're sure at Orion and XTR series to have something to offer for your need.
And last but not least, just to round out the conversation on the XTR series, of course, we couldn't have this conversation if we didn't talk about the legendary XTR subwoofers. I know these are flying off the shelf, but you know what? If you're going to do an XTR system, you want that premium sound, you got to match it up with the subwoofers as well, right, Edgar?
Well, of course, like I said, I've seen it. People build many systems, full XTR series, okay? And I couldn't go because it's one of my favorite, the XTR series, because it's affordable, it can fit anywhere. XTR series, my friend, we have in 10, 12, 15, we have 500 RMS, 700 RMS, and 800 RMS, okay? XTR series woofers, make sure to check them out, okay? With the common 2 and 4 ohm load, brother, you can build a whole system at a very affordable price. You're going to be very happy with it. XTR series from Orion Audio for all the system you need.
And that was Orion Car Audio's Edgar Cedeno joining us for this session, talking about how Orion delivers on high-end sound, especially if that customer is looking for output and that live, clear music type sound, live music type sound that's a lot of customers are looking for. If you want to find more information on any of the products covered on today's show, make sure you hit up the official website at orioncaraudio.com. And I should mention, if you happen to be tuning in from Canada, make sure you connect with the good folks at Dick's Performance, as they are the distribution partner for Orion here in Canada. That's it for this CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.